Alright guys, so today we're just going to go over a little bit about how to remove in-ground swimming pools. The first thing you're going to want to do, this is after you already have the job, after you have the bid, is you're going to want to talk to the town and see if you're going to need to get a permit of any sort. Some towns require permits, some of them don't. So talk to the town and see what they require. There's really two main pools you're going to encounter. One has a vinyl liner. The other one has a concrete liner. The vinyl is much easier than the concrete. Vinyl will be the most common pool that you find. Concrete's a lot more difficult, but those are the two main ones you're gonna see. Once you have the permit and you've already got the bid, some of the machinery you're gonna need is a skid steer. You're gonna need a skid steer with a grapple bucket on it. You're also gonna need an excavator with a thumb attachment on it. You may need other items like concrete saws or different types of jackhammers. That's just a job-by-job basis. But those are the four main machines you're going to need. Before you begin, you want to make sure that all the electric is cut off. Any pumps that are going to the pool, make sure those are cut off already. So everything's dead before you start. Once you bring the equipment on, you don't want anything live. So the first thing you're going to do is remove all the crowning around the pool, the outside of the pool. Generally it's concrete, but you're going to want to pull that up with the bobcat, the excavator, one of the two. That's where that bobcat with the grapple comes in handy. And that's where you also need a jackhammer attachment on your excavator or skid steer. Once you have that removed, you're going to want to do the liner. Vinyl is really easy. Just take your excavator, pull it up. It comes out in one piece generally. Concrete liner gets a little bit more tricky. So if you do have a concrete liner, you're going to want to have a jackhammer attachment on your excavator. And you're just going to have to bust it up piece by piece with the excavator because you really can't get down in there with your machine generally, your skid steer. Once it's all broken up, you're going to want to switch to a bucket. Start pulling all that concrete out of there and then put it off to the side for transportation. Which brings us to the next point. Transportation for these types of jobs, you're going to want to get a larger dump truck, generally a quad or a 5-axle dump truck. Your junk removal trucks aren't really set up to haul 10, 20 tons worth of material. These trucks, we can fit 4 or 5 times the amount of what we can fit on a typical Isuzu truck, which makes it much cheaper and it's less wear and tear on your vehicle. Generally those guys cost about $80 to $100 per hour, and then obviously disposal fees. So once that's out, basically just start bringing in dirt, bringing in fill, and then once you get near the top, you're going to want to talk to the customer to see if they want to put a layer of topsoil or any other type of material on top just to finish it off. Processed fill is the cheapest kind of stuff, so you can't really grow stuff out of that, grass or stuff like that. So you're going to want to top it off with some type of dirt. So yeah, that's basically the steps. First, you need to make sure you have access. You bring your equipment in, remove all the concrete. You're going to then remove the liner of the pool, concrete or vinyl. Bring in fill. As you're filling it in, you're going to want to compact it. You're not going to want to put any structures once you finish the job, any structures where the pool used to be, but you will want to compact it, each layer. About every foot or so, you're going to want to take what's called a plate compactor, and basically it just vibrates everything and compacts everything nice and neat. So once you have it up all the way to the top where you want it to be, at that point you just throw seed down and straw. Again, talk to the customer and see what they want to do. And yeah, that's that.